Welcome to GoodBye America. I'm your host, Heretic.
And I'm Holden Flowers.
Are you though?
Well, it's my name.
Oh, so cute.
Our top story tonight, in the Crichton area of Mobile, Alabama, people have reported seeing a leprechaun amongst the tree line.
No, that's not the story for today.
My apologies, folks. Our top story, a private institution in Texas, seems to be operating just like normal in the wake of the mysterious event. Story tonight, ungrateful reporters.
Well, at least I can read a teleprompter.
Okay.
Yeah, I can. Did a lot better than you did.
In the wake of the event, many experts are calling the Rapture, an event traditionally explained as the seemingly random disappearance of Christians from the earth, Houston Baptist University, located in the greater Sharpstown area, surprisingly continues to hold full enrollment. The Christian University's tradition and vision are centered on 10 pillars, none of which mention the word eschatology or rapture. Many students have abandoned the dormitories, preferring underground shelters, some even suggesting existence of tunnels running beneath the school.
Joining us now at HBU is our on-site correspondent, Revelation. She'll be meeting with Dr. Sagwe today, who just recently published a book on eschatology. In light of recent events, it seems very interesting that we should talk to him, so let's go ahead and head over to Revelation.
Hola, thank you so much. We are here with Dr. Felici Sorwa.
Felici Sagwe.
I'm sorry, can
Felici Sagwe.
Oh, okay. So you, Dr. Sorwa, you recently wrote a book, correct?
Correct.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about, in your book you mentioned eschatology. You see? Yes. Okay, good. That's good. Yes, okay. So could you tell us a little bit about that?
Eschatology means the study of last things.
How do you say?
This eschatology. Eschatology.
I'm sorry.
The study of last things.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah. And that is the study of what will take place at the end of the age, when everything is over in this world.
Oh, okay. See, wow. That's a little heavy. Okay. So Joe also mentioned personal eschatology. So could you tell us a little bit more about that?
Okay. There are some people who believe that once you die, that's it. Mm-hmm. Everything just disintegrates and that's the end. Mm-hmm. Then there are those who believe, and in fact there are some religions that believe that there is reincarnation when you die on this earth. Mm-hmm. Reincarnation is the view that you have the chance to come back a second time, maybe even multiple times, to have the chance to do things all over again to get it right. Then of course the Bible itself says that there is the resurrection and afterlife, and people would actually live forever.
Wow, that's really good. I really like that. The other part is a little dark and kind of sad, but that's really good right there. So also tell me a little bit about what the essentials of eschatology are.
Now, the Bible tells us that there will be judgment at the end of the age. Okay. Hebrews chapter 9 verse 27 tells us, "It is appointed unto man once to die, and after this the judgment." And Romans 14:10 and 2 Corinthians chapter 5 verse 10 tell us we must all appear before the judgment seat of Christ. So there is going to be judgment. Many people don't like that, but they don't have the choice. There's going to be judgment at the end of the age. And there is heaven and there is hell. And again, people don't like to believe that there is hell, but the Bible tells us there's heaven and there is hell. These are real places that exist. It's not fairy tale. They actually exist.
Thank you so much, Reva. And thank you, Dr. Sagwe, for such an amazing interview. We're so thankful for your insight on eschatology. Speaking of raptures, I'm surprised I didn't get raptured.
I'm not. Connie? You need help.
I'm not Connie.
You need help.
At least know my name if you're going to tell me I need help. You missed the teleprompter again.
Okay.
Yeah, just leave. I can do this on my own. Why they allow him to be here, I don't know. And welcome to Conversations with Connie. I am your in-house analyst for GBA. If you've been watching our previous programming, you'll notice that we had a riveting interview with Dr. Sagwe about personal eschatology. So exciting! In case you fell asleep, walked away from the TV, or aren't smart enough to understand, we're going to give you a little rundown here for you. There are two essentials to personal eschatology: continuity and discontinuity. But within that, there are four main principles: heaven, hell, and judgment, as well as the resurrection of the body. We'll start with the most important, the resurrection of the body. Paul in 1 Corinthians 15 clearly states there will be a resurrection of the body. So all you people out there better get your bodies ready. Or rather, let Christ sanctify your bodies for the resurrection. Next, heaven is mentioned in Matthew 24 and 25 as well as John 14. Not in much detail, but in enough for us to know it's real. Then hell is mentioned in Matthew 18:9 and 25:41, as well as Revelation, where he covers the subject of judgment. So those are your four basic principles, and I hope you had an awesome time just listening to me blab at you. Even though it's supposed to be a conversation, it was a conversation with Connie. Have a fabulous evening, and goodbye, America. Well, now that Holden has gotten over his temper tantrum like a 5-year-old, we'll get back to the real news. Kick it off, Holden.
Thank you, Hera. Glad you've decided to start acting professionally again.
Sure.
Joining us now is our HBU on-site reporter, Ida Go, because Hera wouldn't.
So, Ida, tell us what's going on. Ida, can you hear me? I'm not sure she can. We need to cut it. Now she's. Okay, guys. Let's cut that. Let's cut it. Seems that Ida Go seems to be experiencing some technical difficulties.
And she's not the only one with technical difficulties.
So, Ida, now that we've kind of worked out our technical difficulties, can you tell us a little bit about your interview with Mark? Ida?
Yeah.
Do you have anything to say?
Well, what I think about that, yes, I was ready to say something. I have thoughts.
Well, Mark Warrington is our spiritual director on campus, and he was willing to give his insight into the recent events. He was also not raptured. Interesting.
No comment.
Are you responsible for this, sir?
Yes?
You're responsible for every person on campus not being part of the rapture.
I believe in the rapture.
Well, no one else did.
Back to you, Holden.
Enlightening interview, Ida. Our next person to be interviewed is a Christianity professor on campus, Dr. Randy Hatchett. Ida?
Another theologian, Dr. Hatchett, on campus was supposed to inform us about universal eschatology, but it's been leaked that he is endorsing a false prophet in his classes. Interesting.
This amateur sketch led us right to the self-proclaimed prophet, as he is the one that drew it. Machines here are our salvation. You see, all it is, and I've been telling people this for years, all it is you got the horizontal lock. So once you make sure that that's horizontal, you pull the crank here and see people come out to heaven. The end is nigh. Repent and turn to the machines. And Christ's return on earth. Now all these things, the new heaven, the new earth, these are virtual worlds. And these are things that I've been telling people for years. That the
Shoved my mic in his mouth so he would shut up.
We're live. The prophet's strange message has been rejected by most at HBU, save for one, Dr. Randy Hatchett, who forcefully declined an interview with us.
Dr. Hatchett, do you have anything to say about the prophet?
No comment for now. Just consult the machines, please.
Dr. Hatchett, alleged endorser of the false prophet, has fled the HBU campus via helicopter.
Dr. Ben Blackwell, friend and colleague of Dr. Hatchett, was left speechless at the flight of his friend. And now back to Connie.
Hello again, it's Connie. Normally you don't see me twice in one shot, but look how lucky you guys are. We're gonna have another conversation with Connie. We tried to get up with Dr. Hatchett, but he declined our invitation. We're not upset about it at all or anything. I'm not his personal fan or anything. I was just looking forward to interviewing him, but whatever. So there are two essentials for universal eschatology, as in the whole world. Earlier we talked about personal eschatology, which is in regards to personal salvation, whereas universal eschatology involves humanity as a whole. You'll notice that in Matthew 6:10 in the Lord's Prayer, it says, "Your kingdom done, your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven," clearly stating that God's kingdom is already here, but also not yet here. Acts 1:11 speaks of Jesus' return, and Luke 21:25 through 31 also mentions the new heaven and the new earth. There's lots of discrepancies on whether or not the new heaven or the new earth is taking place now, Augustine, one of which thought was the new age of the church. But just remember the essentials are that Jesus' kingdom has already come, but it's also not yet to its fruition. I hope personal eschatology makes a little bit more sense now, as well as universal eschatology. Connie, that's all we have for tonight, folks. I'm Heretic.
And I'm holding flowers.
Goodbye, America.
Goodbye, America.
Goodbye, America.
Goodbye, America.
Goodbye.
Ha 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 ha.